narrative like, oh, Cardi lied in 2018. I never lied. And I'm going to tell you what was always been the lie. First of all, for plenty years, just like there was a lie that I sent men to attack women, that was one lie that was made against me before. Another lie was that I approached somebody in an aggressive way. When I approached somebody to talk to them, just like I talked to them previously before, 3 different times, 3 different occasions, right? And I was never aggressive. Their security pinned me down and I got hit. For people to be like, oh, so this person was telling the truth. No, because I never got hit in my head 15, 20 times. I got hit one time and I got pinned down from the beginning to the end. From security that was not my security or it was the event security. Second of all, the fact that I'm still talking about this in 2018, something that happened in 2018, is kind of ridiculous. I don't. This shit have even left my mind. It have left my body. It have left my soul. So many stuff have happened in my life. I don't care about that shit. Also, the airport event happened a month ago. It happened a month ago. Y'all wouldn't have known about it if somebody else was so internet. And this is why I'm glad that I took the actions that I took that day because if you notice, right? I was being filmed before I saw the person. So you saw me before I even saw you, and you decided to get on a wheelchair and act sick. So for 5 years, 6 years, two women, including you, have been trolling me, talking about Muhammad Ali, like you this big bad wolf. And then when I finally see you in person and you don't have security and you don't have somebody putting the gas behind you, you act like you in a wheelchair and you're sick and shit like that. I would understand you was throwing up upon yourself, but you wasn't. You thought I was gonna feel bad for you because I saw you in a wheelchair. Girl, please be for real. Second, third, you want to act like I'm lying about what happened in the airport. But I'm being so for real. I put that in Jesus Christ's name. No crosses count. One of my kids could die if I'm lying. I'll put my kids on it if I'm lying. What I say out my mouth is for real. And you know it. You gotta know that I got my lick back. Second of all, fifth of all, whatever the fuck. I don't even know what number I am. Y'all stop telling me, oh, you too old to get your lick back. You too old to this and that. When this woman was taunting me for 5 plus 6 years, she was in her late 30s. She was in her blog taunting me, taunting my friend. You were still taunting my friend, Star Brim, knowing that both her parents passed away in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. And you kept taunting her. You know what you did one time? You was on Station Head on a show and a fan called in and she was doing a freestyle and she said something disrespectful about my child. You took it upon yourself to take that clip and bait me and put it on your your blog. So you thought it was funny for somebody to say something about my child because you could have kept it on Station Head, but not. You decided to take it to the blog. Y'all taunted me for 5 years. For 5 years, it was Muhammad Ali. For 5 years, it was the not jokes. For 5 years, it was taunting my best friend for no reason. Even when my friend wasn't even bothering you, you kept going and going and going and going. Then when I finally see you in person, is we have to grow up. We have to act a certain way because what? And for what? It wouldn't have even mattered because you're so internet. You need an attention for the internet that you would have came up here and you would have still be like, hey, I got evidence that I saw Cardi in the airport, but she didn't say nothing. If anything, she just looked at me and she just walked away. You wouldn't have said like, oh, I saw Cardi at the airport and she was being a bigger person. You know this happened years ago. No, you would have called me a pussy. Just like you like to call other bitches pussy. So instead, you come here and you say the best version of how it happened. You forgot to say, because you did say, like, it's like, yeah, she was talking about, yeah, you thought I wasn't going to get my lick back, but you didn't say why I said that I got my lick back. Because you know about that JBL speaker that you conveniently left out. And you know what? Even if you come online and say that I lie about it, deep down in my heart, I'm content that somebody that I all that picking and bullying that you was doing to me, I got my leg back for it. You could lie all about it. At the end of the day, this is not like who could believe, who could that, whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure that the airport, when they hear all of this commotion and all the blogs, they're gonna most likely look for the camera footage. They gotta be camera footage at the airport. They gonna put it out. I don't care. Second, I mean, also, you be talking like you this a mob wifester stuff. So it's like, oh, I do things conveniently. If you go report this to the police, you love calling people a rat. So then that's what will make you a rat, right? So if you're trying to do the whole, she's incriminating yourself, you're a rat, per usual. But guess what? Y'all always play those police games. Y'all always play those police games. That's why I had got that case in the first place, because y'all went online and y'all said that I got men to beat up women, and that's when the DA from Queens got involved in a case. Y'all always play those police games. They always want to talk of this gangster shit, but whatever. That's enough. At the end of the day, this shit is so old and so above me now. It's so above me, and it's crazy because nobody but me and you would have known about this if you wouldn't come online. But again, you always been internet. You always been internet. Like this is what you do. This is what you gotta do. For fans to be like that I'm talking about this because I need traction for my album. Y'all wouldn't have even known about this. This happened literally 1 month ago. And to be honest with you, my new ops are more interesting. I'm not interested in beefing with y'all anymore. Like it's boring. I don't know what y'all be even up to nowadays. I didn't even know what you've been up to all these past 3 years. Because to be honest with you, you haven't been bothering me for the past 3 years. If you don't bother me, I don't bother you, and I forget about you. Um, Other than that, if nobody sub me or fake Twitter shit about me, I don't do that to them. I feel like everybody have their own problems. Everybody got their new issues. Everybody got new ops. I'm not interested in beefing with nobody or anything for any type of promotion. I never needed that. I never needed that. That's one thing that nobody can ever say, no matter whether you like me or not. I don't need to be for nobody. I don't need to bring up old shit to sell anything. I get talked about for anything. And mind you, my album is about to come out. A lot of interviews is about to come out. A lot of songs is about to come out. A lot of shit is about to come out. I'm always being talked about. Whether I'm fucking somebody, whether I'm divorcing somebody, whether I look a certain way. If I go outside right now and I put on an outfit, I'm gonna be talked about. If I do anything, I'm gonna be talked about. I'm a real relevant bitch. Y'all can't take that shit away from me. I just went top 10. I just went top 10 with no cover, a song that I barely gave fucking promotion to because I never really liked it, the song, so whatever. And I still went top 10. The song was viral everywhere on every fucking app. I don't need to be beefing with nobody. I don't need to be talking shit about nobody to move my units. I don't need to be talking about this to move my units. I didn't bring this up. She did. I don't even know why she brought it up. What you bring it up for? So you could be talked about for a whole 24 hours. Congratulations. I hope I hope you make these 24 hours stretch and long. And I don't know, enjoy your, I don't know, you probably gained 3,000 followers today. Congratulations on your brand new followers. Um, I hope you could get ventures, new money opportunity on your blog because of this. I don't know. I don't know what was the point. I don't know. Maybe people haven't talked about you in a long time, so you probably needed this to be talked about again. But if you want to be talked about for 24 hours, good for you. Because listen, I promise you by Monday, nobody's gonna talk about this anymore. This doesn't do nothing for me. Probably this really doesn't do nothing for me. Probably gonna do something for you. I don't know. It probably gonna give you a Burger King meal. I don't know. You're probably gonna get people to send you to promote. I don't know their whatever they got going on. You know how bloggers get paid. Um. So before anybody asks me why am I talking about this, because you brung it up. You do the internet shit. I don't do the internet shit. I saw you and I took actions and I never spoke about it. I didn't even sub you about it. Cause that same day I could have went on Twitter and I would have laughed like ah ha ha ha. Or I could have said some shit like got my leg back. But I didn't even sub you about it because it was like, whatever. It's just ridiculous. But the fact that you thought that I was gonna be on some, we need to grow up. We're in our 30s. When you was in your 30s, wait, 3 years ago, you was like what, 35, 36, 37. You was in your 30s and you kept trolling me and kept trolling me and kept trolling me on your page. And you even troll my friend. You kept trolling my friend. You kept trolling me. You know my friend was on house arrest. You know my best friend was on house arrest. You know my best friend lost both her parents and you kept trolling her. You kept trolling me. Y'all could be like Muhammad Ali, like somebody is scared of nothing. And you thought, what do you thought that when I saw you wasn't gonna be sweet? Then you want to act, you want to come out here and act like I'm lying about the situation. I'm not lying about the situation. You know what happened at the airport. Like it is what it is. Um. Anyways, but since you want to be on some grown woman shit that we grown, I really, I swear to God, I didn't even know what you had. I didn't even know what you had going on in life for like all these years. I almost kind of forgot about you until I seen you. I almost like forgot about you because you haven't been bothering me, to be honest with you. And I feel like we have moved on. And it's like you're older, I'm older, I have kids. We have moved on. But if you thought that I was gonna see you after all the bullshit that you put me through all those years, and I was gonna have my arms crossed, and you know what? If I didn't have, like I said, if I didn't have said nothing, if I didn't have do nothing, your plan was gonna be like, hey, I saw Cardi at the airport. Look, I got a footage, and she didn't do nothing. She's a pussy. Cause regardless, one thing about you, you was gonna come to the internet, whether something happened or it didn't happen. You love to call people pussy. You always call people pussy. You call another artist pussy. You call so many people pussy. You kept calling my friend pussy, knowing that she was on house arrest. So if you think that I was gonna see you and I was just gonna play the I'm grown, we grown shit, no. Not after what you put me through in all these years. Nah, absolutely not. And I don't care what nobody says. There has been bitches that I seen that we probably beef over a nigga and shit like that. But it was like 8, 6, 7 years ago. I seen them and I be like, what's up? And they be like, what's up? And I just let it fly. But I wasn't gonna let you fly. I'm not letting you fly. There's some things that is like, eh. Like for example, like there was this girl that me and her used to beef in 2017 because of a man. I seen her recently and she just looked at me and I looked at her. She was like, oh hey, that was kind of stupid. I'm like, yeah, that was stupid. Like we should never hate each other over this nigga. And it's like, oh, that shit went that that shit went fly. But you can't let bitches like you fly because you're too internet. You too internet. You couldn't wait. I want to know. I want to know what's the point of you coming to the internet and talking about this situation? Nothing. There's nothing. Well, for 24 hours of talk, they posted you on Ball Alert. You happy about that? That's what you wanted. You being talked about on Twitter again. That's what you wanted. Your blog is getting good traction today for probably I don't know 72 hours. That's what you wanted. Good. I hope you got what you fucking wanted. Um, I have a lot of things going on right now. I'm pushing an album. I have to get ready for WWE tomorrow. Honest truth, this whole album shit is really actually stressing me out. To be honest with you, because there's so many things I gotta do. But there's so many things that is happening, is gonna happen and everything. I just have so much things going on, and it's like This is so. Ugh, this is so stupid and corny. Like, I hate that this even have to be a conversation, bitch. Why do you even make this a fucking conversation for? It's so annoying that people's even talking about this right now. Like, it's like you don't feel like it's like, bitch, this should be too old. Why you gotta be so internet? Like, why you even have to come online and talk about that? I would actually be embarrassed to know that I got hit with something and then I come online and talk about it like a month later. Girl, Saj. And to be honest with you, I want to leave this shit right here, right now. I don't want to talk about no fucking shit about 2018. I don't want to fucking talk about old ops. Yeah, old ops. Old ops. Like, it's not interesting to argue with y'all. It's not interesting to be for y'all. It's really not. It's really not. There's new bitches that I don't fuck with right now. There's new bitches that I don't like right now. That's what I want to get on. Y'all old ops. Like y'all, it's like it's boring. Having smoke with y'all is boring to me now. I don't know. Maybe y'all still like me and want to keep beefing with y'all. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't got nothing going on right now. But I don't care about beefing with y'all because it's boring to me. The shit don't do nothing to me. Y'all don't make me money and y'all don't take money away from me. That's letting you know that.
Yeah, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Cardi B breaking down this airport situation, this incident. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about it. You think Cardi is lying? You think Cardi really threw the speaker at Ra Ali? You know, it seemed like Cardi is in her feelings, and I feel like she also has been lying over the years. Like, we obviously know something happened in this matter with you trying to address Nicki Minaj. And you see how she keeps saying the friend, the boss, and all that. Yeah, baby girl, you know not to bring Nicki name up. You already know how they giving it up and coming behind her. Listen, potent, pondering, never pandering, never what? Panhandling. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll be back in a blink. Peace.